Well, hello everybody. I'm Jerry Emge, a realtor with Keller Williams, The Lakes in Lake Elsinore, California. And I produce these videos on a regular basis, usually once a week by Thursday. And each video is a brand new topic. Sometimes the topics are related to each other, and sometimes they're not. But they're always about real estate topics in general. I don't talk about properties on specific properties on these videos. I may talk about communities from time to time, but I don't talk about individual houses or apartments or anything like that. I just want to share general information. So I don't do any selling on these videos. You don't have to sit through a sales pitch from me. So anyway, today's topic I wanted to talk about, because I'm a senior, I wanted to talk about seniors as they relate to their medicine cabinet. Seems like a strange topic, but it's very important. A lot of seniors aren't really with it like they used to be, and so they might need help with their medications. They might need help not only taking their medications, but managing their medications and managing the medications as those medications age. So I want to talk about their medicine cabinet and drug safety. The first thing I want to talk about is you should always keep a list of your medicines. Not only to take it to the doctor, each time you might change doctors, you're going to have to get a whole new set of medicines presented to them. So make this list of medicines and all the instructions for each medicine. Also, try to make a note of any side effects that could be possible with those medicines. I know the list can be really long, but there are key side effects. They usually list them first as the most likely side effects. And this would include vitamins, minerals, and any herbal supplements you might be taking. Put this list together so you can present it to a doctor. The older you get, the more medicines you're probably going to be taking. And so the possibility of interactions between medicines increases as you add another medicine or another supplement or another over-the-counter drug. So it's good to have this list. That way a pharmacist or your doctor can look at it and say, oh, shoot, you shouldn't be taking these two. That's happened in our household, where we were taking two medicines simultaneously that we shouldn't have been taking. Fortunately, our local pharmacist caught that and we dealt with it. Another thing you should probably do is set an alarm on your smartphone or somewhere when to take medicines, because you don't want to be missing doses or doubling up on doses or forgetting to take something altogether for a day or two. So set alarms to remind you when to take particular drug. You've seen those commercials on TV where the older female relative of a household goes through and says, expired, expired. Well, that happens to drugs too. You know they all have an expiration, whether it's an over-the-counter drug or a prescription drug. They all have an expiration date on them. And that date doesn't mean they just stop being effective immediately, but that's the beginning of the degradation of their effectiveness. And if they get too far beyond their expiration date, they could actually be dangerous. So if you have any questions about taking a drug that is expired, call your pharmacist. And if you have to, call your doctor to see if it's okay to go ahead and take it. Remember, the expiration date is the manufacturer's recommendation to maintain the potency of the drug. When in doubt, consult with the pharmacist. Finally, at some point you're going to have to get rid of old medicine. And the one thing you don't want to do is flush them down the toilet, because they end up in the groundwater, and we don't want groundwater to be any worse than it already is. So don't be adding drugs to the groundwater, and you do that by flushing them. Don't do that. Consult with your local law enforcement, because a lot of local communities have a take-back program. Now, the police may not do that, but by now they will know if there's a program in the community and how to go about exercising it. Your local waste management company might also have a drug take-back program. So just check with those people. If you have to dispose of drugs in the trash, which is the last resort, make sure you do that by adding those drugs to some undesirable trash, something nobody would want to go through, like kitty litter or old coffee grounds, things like that. So that's the last resort. Make sure on the bottles that you remove or somehow block out your personal information, because if someone grabs that empty bottle and has your information, they might be able to try and secure some drugs illegally. So we don't want that to happen. So that's all I really wanted to talk about on this video. I hope it's of useful information to some of you. Seniors out there, be careful. Be careful with your drugs. Take them properly. Consult with doctors and pharmacists if you have any questions. And stay safe. Love you guys. Look forward to seeing you on the next video. Here comes a little bit of information about me. If you need to pause the video to write down my name or email address or whatever, please feel free to do so. Until then, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.